Now, to say this setup is jank would be understating things. I cannot really describe to you how jank this is at the moment. I'll attach a picture after I finish recording this, but hopefully you can see this because I've got a dual camera setup. Fancy. This is an Oppo Reno 10 5G. The reason I'm doing this is twofold. One, I like new electronics. This isn't even mine, just for the record. This is a friend of mine's, and I got it. Well, his partner picked it up, and he's staying here tonight. He won't be seen till tomorrow, so he can't use it anyway. So why wouldn't I fuck with it? I guess. I mean, I can think of many reasons. And the second one is like I don't really see a lot of videos on this on YouTube, so I wanted to actually like have a look, see what I can do with it, see how it feels. I'm currently on a Pixel 7 Pro. I went from a Pixel 4a to a 7 Pro. But yeah, let's have a look. No going back now. So what do we get in the box? Oh god, we get me dropping everything. Some documentation about recycling and quick start, and a sim puller, which is always good. Sim pullers are great. I have my iFixit ones because I always lose my other ones because I'm really stupid. The phone itself, which we'll get into in a bit. Oh, a wall wart. A USB-A wall. Oh, okay, it's this the Super Vooch. I don't know if I can say that. That one. I hope you're in the center of the camera. 67 watt fast charging, but it's USB-A for some reason. Surely they could have done USB-C. And oh, that'd be why. So, hopefully you can kind of see this. Maybe not. I'll try to attach a photo here. But the ground connectors are super chunky. The ground and the power connector. So I'm guessing that's how they're pushing so many watts. With the cable. There's a fifth pin where the USB 3 ones would be as well. That's interesting. Yeah, there's a fifth pin on the USB 3 header on that guy too. Once again, I'm not about to see it. Anyway, let's have a look. So Reno 10 5G ultra clear portrait camera system, blah blah blah. 5,000 milliamp hours, pretty sick. I don't want to ruin this too much for him, but I'm going to. I'm not gonna. Whoa! Hopefully that comes up on camera. Can I see it over here? Yeah, hell yeah. Do you come with battery? Hey, I thought I was gonna have to lose it at that, but that's cool. I don't know if this light's actually helping all that much. Yeah, it is. That looks absolutely stunning. Color OS. I haven't had much issues with Color OS. So look, hello. English. Can I skip this? No. I'm going to quickly run through this. We're in Australia. Sure, I agree to all these things. No, it's not my phone. Next. Connect to the Wi-Fi. This is where I would just use the share thing, but both of my phones are recording. And I'll do a factory reset after this anyway, so you can do the fresh phone setup. One thing I do want to know, I wasn't really too sure based on the very limited research I did about this, because not everyone asks me for advice all the time, and sometimes I get offended by that, but this time I wasn't, because then I'd have to deal with it if it's crap. But let's see if this has a SD. Oh. SIM 1, SIM 2, and SD. Yes, sick. So SIM 2 must be SD or SIM. And it's got a little green rubber ring, which helps with water ingress. Let's not copy, please. I'm pretty sure this has like 256 gig of storage, which I'm going to go through the specs that I can see anyway in a second. What do we got? Yeah, 256 gig of storage, which is a shit ton. 8 gig of RAM. No, skip. We don't want account set up. Nope. We don't want any of your bullshit, please. Skip. Whoa. So by default, it tries to tell you to insert, let me just turn this guy a little bit. To install Dice Streams, CrowdRush 3D, Tail Runner, Mailer's Ball 3, Fill the Glass Draw Line, Family Mart, Worm.io, Eat 'em All, Royal Match, and Bridge Run IO. I'm going to say no. I'm going to skip. I'm going to use gestures because they are superior. Sure. Oh, that's pretty. The one thing that always surprised me about a brand new phone is how schmick everything just feels. Sure, search is upgraded. So this is the thing I don't like about non-pixel phones, because I'm a pixel boy. Look at all this crap. Okay, so you can uninstall some stuff at least, which very snappy. I like that. Facebook, uninstall. Can I uninstall the App Market? I cannot. Can I uninstall the Google Assistant? That makes sense. Games, can't uninstall that. Internet, can't uninstall. Maybe I can uninstall that. No, I can disable that. Music, cannot uninstall that either. Music Party, can't uninstall that. Oh, relax. Come on. I can uninstall that. Phone Manager. Can't uninstall that. TikTok. Okay. ZenSpace. Yep. YouTube Music. Cool. YouTube. Cannot uninstall YouTube. So this is the thing about non-pixel phones. You get a lot of bloatware. LinkedIn. Oh. Why aren't my fingers working? Is this? Did it just reinstall something? Okay, I can uninstall LinkedIn. I'm not going to bother. IR Blaster! Oh! Hang on. No. Let's see if I can wet myself doing this. Come on. Did it work? No. No. Nope. Okay. Try that one more time. Maybe the first one didn't quite reach. I am pretty far away from my TV. I assume the IR blast is at the front. That's okay. But that's kind of sick. I do like IR blasters. So that felt a little... Ooh, that feels a little sluggish. Let's have a look what we're dealing with here. About device. ColorOS 13. Got a MediaTek Dimensity 7050. That's really hard to say. 5,000 milliamp hours battery, 6.7 inch screen, 32 megapixel front camera, rear 64, 32, and 8 megapixel camera. Android version 13, which is good. 8 gig plus 4 gig of RAM. What does that mean? Oh, so page files are not anything new. What it will do is it'll actually use your internal storage as a RAM overflow, which sounds good until you look at the difference in the speed between RAM and storage. It's big, and it's only useful as a last resort. If you have 8 gigs of RAM on a phone and you're using it all, you are either doing it wrong or you need to clean your phone. There's no in between. Comes with 22 gigs used, 4 gigs of app, 13 gigs of system, 4 gigs of other logs. Okay, sure. So 230 gigs free. That's pretty good. SD expandable, also very good. You can get 1 or 2 terabyte micro SD card now. So that's pretty sick. Special features. Ooh, split screen. Quick launch. Kid space. Screen recording. I mean, this all feels very nice. The one thing I want to look at is the display. So let's go dark mode. Sick. Video color boost? I don't think so. Screen refresh rate. So it changes between it. So let's put it on high. Ooh, pretty. I can't tell if like the screen's dirty or no, it's my fingers are full of dust. I've just been setting this up and it's all crusty. So I mean, it looks so smick. It's real nice, and like this version of Android isn't too bloated. That's not too far from Pixel. Like standard Android, like clean, whatever. Bluetooth and all that. Got NFC on. Device control, I assume that's Google Home. Yeah. Everything seems pretty smooth. Oppo Share, I'm sure that's like Nearby Share, NFC, QR code scanner there. Most camera apps now, at least the Pixel one, if you just scan. This camera looks better, I'm sure that one looks worse. If you just scan a QR code in a camera app, it will just work. So, ooh. Oh, that was just the screen going, I think. So that's not bad. Theme store. Google Play Store, digital well-being. Okay, Google failed to update my model or whatever. It's got this stuff here, which I personally use. The screen looks like it's got some kind of like boost. No, I'll put it on. Once again, I'd put my phone. I think it might just be this app. Yeah, you can see it's got like a error there. Let's have a. Doesn't really matter. But these are the kind of issues you get when not everything is as tightly integrated as the Pixel one is. So that's a lot better. But the font is claustrophobic to me. Like it feels very claustrophobic. Like it's way too big. I know that's a very strange way of saying it, but it just feels entirely too large. Oh, hey, it's editor Jason here. What a weird concept. So on that app, the phone itself was fine. The app itself was perfect. It updated. Between me using it last and recording that video, the app was different. I don't know how it updated. I didn't sign into Google Play Store. Or maybe I just don't update my apps enough, which maybe that's true. Either way, that's not the phone's fault. Wasn't necessarily my fault, but it's definitely on me. So app's fine. I can open up my one here, and it looks the same. Oh, this webcam is shit. But anyway, back to the video. But like all in all, this is pretty nice. It's got Find My Device and all that kind of stuff on it, which pretty sure Android by default has one-handed mode. Look. Nope. Did I do that wrong? Probably. Okay. Sure. I'll allow all this crap on not my phone. I have walked 0 kilometers and 0 steps. One thing I do want to see, if I go into like a YouTube video, sure, and let's look up a very attractive young man. You can kind of tell when I'm going to turn the volume down just to see how this looks. This is a pretty bad example because this video didn't look very well. It was on my old setup, but I mean, the screen's nice and bright at the very least. Turn off auto brightness. Yeah, it's nice and bright. Oh. Is there a screen protector? There is a screen protector installed. Okay. I can feel my finger like cutting on the... Not cutting, but like catching. Like, yeah, I'll use it appropriately. Shut up. I mean... Maybe I look the same. One thing I do want to see is if I flip it around. Okay, so we got 2 times zoom, we got 5 times zoom. Yeah, that's definitely a periscope. I'm pretty sure that's a periscope lens because you can kind of see. I know it's kind of hard for you to see because you can only see this, but let's not look at my tattoo yet. Look at my crusty knuckle. Sorry. And the zoom out, like you can see it moving through the lenses. So what has it got here? Retouching and stuff, which I don't... Please don't retouch my face. I don't need that kind of hatred in my life. High res. 64 megapixel. Zoom is not supported in high res mode. That makes sense. I mean, it looks pretty clean. I'm no photographer, so I don't really care. I don't like the what I just saw there where you do a gesture, it kind of comes out from the side. But that's just me. Anyway, this is more of a like me testing the recording more than me testing the phone. But like all in all, most Oppo phones I've used in the past, and there's been a few that I've recommended for people around me because I usually use the A series. Or like I went from Pixel 1 to a 4A to a 7 Pro. And the only reason I got rid of the 4A is because I'd ruined the battery. I was charging it too often and I ruined the battery after like 9 or 12 months. But my partner has an Oppo, my ex has an Oppo, now my friend has an Oppo. I recommend Oppos to pretty much everyone who doesn't need a like super high-end phone. These are really good. They're comparable in price to the A series of Pixels, but then they're not comparable in stats. They're actually specs. Sorry, they're actually a lot better. And they always have expandable memory. They always have really good cameras. The bloatware is something I'm not really a big fan of. ColorOS I'm not a big fan of. I prefer stock. That's the word I was looking for. Stock Android. And I'm not sure how they actually do their updates and how long it'll last. I know Google does, I think, 5 years, which is fantastic. You want that security for it, especially if you want a phone to be like long. You want longevity in a phone. I don't want to have to be changing my phone every 6 to 12 months. Like, it's too much money for something that doesn't really change that often. Like, what were the changes between like iPhone 10 to iPhone 14? It's just, oh, my camera's a little bit better. Or like, whoop-de-fucking do. Who cares? If you care, fine, I get it. I don't. I'm gonna look ugly on any camera, so I mean, who gives a shit in the end? As long as like another reason why I did upgrade from the 4A is it could take a little time to actually to capture a photo sometimes. And why that's important to me is because I'm that kind of parent. I am that parent, unfortunately, where sometimes they're just doing something cute and you just want to get the phone out and capture it, and then I put it as my wallpaper, or I send it to my partner or my ex, and it's like, hey, this is what the kids are doing, and it's all very fun, and I like that a lot. But yeah, and with 67 watt fast charging, oh, I can't do that math to tell you what the actual charging time would be, but I assume it's under an hour. So okay. Fast charging. I'm going to go on a little bit of a tangent. So this is Super VOOC fast charging, and when I was looking it up, it does actually support USB-C power delivery, I believe. So I'm pretty sure I could plug in my 65 watt plug that's right here, and it would probably... Oh, I haven't got it plugged into my phone. I got it out to plug it into my 4A that's recording the top camera. Let's see what happens if I plug this boy in. Ring! Do you want to tell me? It says fast charging. Alright. If I plug in the Super VOOC, what does that say? No doubt going to say Super VOOC charging or something equally freaking ridiculous. Yeah. Ultra fast charging. So my USB power brick is a 65 watt power brick. Depending on, oh sorry, the way USB-C power delivery works, I'm just going to keep it on charge, is you have your phone, your device, ask the charger for X amount of volts, and it will throw down as many amps as you can pull, just like any normal electrical device. So with certain USB-C power bricks, like the one I've got here, it does a range of voltages at different amps. So this guy here, the Super VOOC, I hope I'm saying that right, I sound like a fucking idiot saying it. It does 5.11 volts at 6.11 amps. 6.1 amps. So I'm guessing that's 5.1 times 6.1 is 67. Don't quote me on that. That does not actually sound right. No, it doesn't. Curious. Oh, sorry, 5 to 11 volts. So 11 volts at 6.1 amps is 67 watts. Anyway, I had a bit of a stroke there. So this one, it doesn't look as smart, but I'm guessing that's what the sense pin is on the USB 3 header. I'm nerding out a little bit and going a bit overboard. Where it'll be like, if I sense that pin, I can then ask the charger for Super VOOC whatever bullshit speeds, which is how they always do it. I appreciate the ingenuity of doing that, but you can get 120, 160 watts from USB-C wire. There's no need for this other standard. They're doing it just to show off and to close off the ecosystem the same way that someone like Apple would do, where they have their own Lightning bullshit, and they're not, well, some of them are using USB-C now, where they could have just put in a stock standard USB-C plug, have it handle 12 volts at 3 amps, 4 amps, 5 amps, whatever. Or it could do 20 volts at 3 amps. That's your 60 watts. That's what you needed to do. I'm sure it's much more complicated than that. I don't care. If you want to put on, like, you do that and you want to use a different standard, that's on you. Because that means that when this cable dies, or this brick dies, guess who you have to go through to get a new charging cable or charging brick? If you want to have your full super fucking bullshit name experience. Don't do it. Just don't. Otherwise, phone looks pretty great. I'm not going to jerry-rig everything this thing and try to bend it in half. The screen is very... Oh, that was a very nice kind of changeover. Oh, that was Gal Gadot. Kind of scared me. I'm like, I was expecting to go back to the... Anyway. Jamie Dornan? I don't know who that is. But yeah, very, very smooth, very bright, very vibrant. It's nice. You're not going to be disappointed that this phone's in your price range versus a 7A, I think. As someone who uses the 7 Pro, I would happily use this. So, yeah. I don't know how to get out of this stupid thing. I will leave it there. I'm going to factory reset this phone. I'm going to go see, and hopefully this bloody video came out. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to be doing more recording from here, more in the vein of the things I usually do. This is going to be my repair and mod desk. It's in my games room, as you can see, so I have a nice backdrop for game stuff. I hope you've enjoyed it. Tips, tricks, comments, suggestions, requests, put them all down below. This has been a weird review.